We are getting closer and closer to what we think will be an announcement of a new Stargate franchise. And we're getting some very interesting rumours around who might actually make the TV show. Welcome to Scitrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. So I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to get straight into this. One of the big names that a very close friend of the channel has been suggesting might actually be involved in the new Stargate franchise, movie, and TV series is a man named Gary Barber. Now, this guy actually is the CEO currently of Spyglass Media and Lantern Entertainment. It would be Lantern Entertainment potentially that are actually going to be involved in making the TV show. But why is Gary Barber such an interesting name? Well, he's well known to the employees of MGM because he was actually their CAO until 2018. Now, that ended up triggering quite a lot of bad blood. And in 2022, MGM had to pay him a compensation settlement of $260 million. So, Gary Barber has got a few quid. The reason why that happened was because he was basically fired, but only 5 months after signing a brand new contract. He was the CEO of MGM for quite a long time. He may be a big fan of Stargate for all we know. But why would MGM do this if they fired the guy only a few years ago and had to pay him $260 million? Well, we don't know necessarily, but actually Spyglass Media is partly owned by Warner Brothers. Now, this could be an indication that perhaps Warner Brothers are going to be involved in the production of Stargate. Maybe they're going to be the big production partner that Amazon are looking for. And if that is the case, then maybe they're looking at Gary Barber as somebody that knows MGM and actually is part of already a group that could produce this. So they would have the production company, the Warner Brothers company, and then they would potentially have as well the actual boots on the ground production company in Lantern. Also remembering though that if there is bad blood between MGM and Gary Barber, Amazon, the new owners, might not give a crap. So in that case, this is an interesting rumor that's going around. And even though it seems unlikely because of the bad blood in the history, remember though that Amazon are in charge, maybe this is a deal that's going to happen. The other big name is one that you'll know if you're a big fan of The Expanse. Now, we already know that it looks like Mark Fergus and his team over at Penguin and the Parker are hopefully going to be doing the development work for the Stargate franchise. They're going to be writing the scripts, etc. This is a job they did for The Expanse for many years, and I would argue very successfully. But Naren Shankar was actually the showrunner of The Expanse. He was the manager, he was the guy in charge. He wrote several episodes for it as well. His name is now being potentially rumoured as somebody that could be coming in to support Penguin and Parker and to once again act as showrunner for Stargate. Why is this rumoured? Well, according to a couple of my sources over at MGM, he had actually had a meeting with an executive over at marketing and the vice president of development at MGM. That meeting apparently was for an undisclosed project at MGM that's in development. Now, there aren't many projects that actually he could potentially be involved with, and considering Naren Shankar's vast sci-fi experience, he was a science advisor on Star Trek The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine. He wrote several episodes of TNG, Deep Space Nine, and at least one of Voyager. He was the producer and writer for The Outer Limits for several years. Obviously, there's The Expanse. He was an executive producer and wrote several episodes for Farscape. He worked on Sequest, Grimm, CSI, to be honest, and most recently, For All Mankind. So we can really assume that whatever this undisclosed project in development is, it will be science fiction. Now, we only know of 2 major projects right now that are actually in development. Now, I've been telling you that Stargate has been in early stages of development for quite some time now, and that snowball is gathering pace and getting bigger and bigger as we get towards that announcement date. But there is another sci-fi project in development, we believe, at MGM, thanks to the Deadline article a few weeks ago. That is RoboCop. Now, to me, it would seem more likely that Naren Shankar is in there to talk about Stargate, if it is then true that Mark Fergus, Hawk Ostby, and the team at Penguin and Parker are actually involved like we believe they are. Now, we know that negotiations with Amazon were going on with Penguin and Parker over the Stargate franchise in the run-up to Christmas, but that those negotiations have stalled. We haven't been able to hear I've not been able to get anything from my sources since, so we don't know if there's been further conversations or not. But if there have been, or if at least unofficially there have been, and Mark Fergus has said, look, talk to Naren, he knows how to do this type of thing, he knows how to show run this type of thing, and he knows how to keep this kind of thing grounded, then perhaps that's what they were talking about. Now, again, we are talking about rumour here, we're talking about speculation, but it's all speculation and rumour that do hook together. Now, I personally believe that Penguin and Parker will be involved in Stargate if Sony are the primary production company. Penguin and Parker and Sony are already working together on Gods of War, and Sony has a good working relationship with Amazon. But MGM has a really good working relationship with Warner Brothers and several deals for movies like the Rocky Creed series recently. So it would make more sense to me if actually it was going to be Lantern or part of the Spyglass Media Group that were going to take the lead for the Stargate franchise if MGM actually agree for Warner Brothers to be the main production partner. This main production partner deal is vital, though, because Amazon and MGM don't own studios. So they've got to partner with somebody that does. Let's hope that these deals are actually secretly further along than we believe. And we are going to be getting the announcement at San Diego Comic-Con in just, 6 weeks? But guys, get into the comments and tell me what you think. I would love to know what your opinion is on this production partner problem. Should it be Sony or should it be Warner Brothers, or actually, doesn't it matter? Because at the end of the day, it's whoever's developing the project that's more important. The Warner Brothers or Sony production partnership is really just studio space. However, they will be coming in, they will be paying money towards the project, and they will be a partner, so they will have at least some influence. Tell me exactly what you think. Get into the comments. If you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It really helps us out and you'll never miss any of our new videos. Also, you can go to patreon.com/Scitrek, where most of our new videos go first, and you can get to see them first for a small contribution each month that really supports the channel. As always, guys, please stay safe. Looking forward to Stargate, and I'll see you soon.